Compound interest. If you take some amount of money, that's called your principal, and invest it, like put it in a bank or something, for T years at an annual rate R, that's like called your interest rate, compounded n times per year, then the amount A, or the ending balance, is given by this formula here. So basically, if you invest a certain amount of money, that's your P, you can find out how much money you'll have, A of T, by using this formula right here. Now, capital P is the amount you invested, the initial amount. R is the annual percentage rate. And N is the number of compoundings per year. So that's how many times per year you're going to calculate how much money you've made and get more money. Okay, let's look at an example. You invest $12,000 at an annual percentage rate of 3%. Find the balance after 5 years for each type of compounding. So the first type we'll look at is compounding quarterly. Now, our general equation is this. This is going to be the equation that we need to use to find how much money we've made. Okay, now P here, that's how much you invested. That's how much you started out with. And so we're told that we invested $12,000. So I can plug in 12,000 for P. Little r, so this small r right here, that is our interest rate. That's our percentage here, 3%. But we don't write it as a percentage. We always write it as a decimal. So little r is going to be 0.03. We write it as a decimal, not a percentage. N is the number of times per year you're going to compound or calculate your interest. So it says for this problem that we're compounding quarterly. So if we compound quarterly, that means 4 times a year. So that means that N is going to be 4. So this means 4 times per year, every quarter. So N is 4. Now we have a formula for A of T if we compound quarterly. And that is this right here. That's our formula for how much money we're going to make if we compound quarterly and we invest $12,000. Now, for this problem, we're supposed to find the balance after 5 years. So we're told to find the balance after 5 years. So what we can do is we can plug 5 into this formula to figure out how much money we're going to make after 5 years. If we type this into a calculator and round, we're going to get about 13,934.21. In other words, about $13,000, $13,934.21. Okay, what happens if we compound a different number of times per year? So what if we compound monthly instead? We're still going to use the same general formula here. Now our principal does not change, so P is still $12,000. We still have the same R value, 0.03. It's just that our N value has changed. So instead of compounding quarterly, we're compounding monthly. Now there are 12 months in the year, so that means we're going to compound 12 times per year. In other words, our N value is going to be 12 instead of 4. So our general formula will be A of T equals 12,000, 1 plus 0.03 over 12 to the 12t. If we want to figure out how much money we'll have made in 5 years, we can plug 5 in for t. If we do that, we'll get approximately $13,939.40. Okay, what if we're told that we're compounding continuously? So, continuously. If the principal P is invested for T years at an annual rate R compounded continuously, then the amount that you're going to end up with in your balance is given by this equation here. So it's modeled with an exponential function base E, where E is the number 2.718281828459, and then it goes on forever. So E is this special number that goes on. It has an infinite number of numbers after its decimal. So how do we use this formula to calculate the amount of money we've made if we've compounded continuously? So say you invest $12,000 in an annual percentage rate of 3%. Find the balance after 5 years if interest is compounded continuously. So if you compound continuously, you use this formula here, where P is the principal and R is your percentage in decimal form. As a decimal. Okay, so we're told that we have invested $12,000, so that's our P for this problem. And then we're told that our annual percentage rate is 3%, so this is going to be 0.03. So our formula will be A of T equals 12,000 E to 0.03T. So for these continuously compounded interest, you don't have to find an N. Now, how do we find how much money we have in the balance after 5 years? You just have to plug 5 in to this equation. So we'll do A of 5 equals 12,000 E to the 0.03 times 5. And if you use your calculator to do this, you should get 13,942.01.